Hi everyone, this is Brian and welcome to my power case, Paper Pains. You are going to practice a realistic case interview. If you are watching this on YouTube, I want you to comment on this video with your actual responses. I will then reply back with my assessment of your response as either good or great. Okay, let's get started. Our client is the new Vice President of the North American Business Unit for a producer of paper-based packaging material. He recently surveyed his customers and employees and learned that many of the company's small, medium, and large-sized customers were dissatisfied and signaled that they'd stop buying from the company unless things changed. Our client wants to know why its customers are becoming frustrated and what it can do to improve the situation. So with that said, pause the video now and write down any clarifying questions you have. Okay, in regards to a clarifying question you may have asked regarding what it is that the customers want to have changed, please hold that thought for now until after you laid down your approach. So go ahead and take a few moments to lay down how you would approach this problem. Pause the video now, write down your structure, and then say it out loud. Now I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical case structure. To address this problem, I'd like to look at our company and the market. Looking at our company, I'd like to understand who are our customers, what are the types of products we sell, how do we price our products, and what are our company's capabilities. And then looking at the market, I'd like to see who are the competitors, how are they positioned, and are they also having the same problem as us. Now go ahead and let me know where you want to start and why. Pause the video for just a few moments. Write down your key questions that you like to explore and then say them out loud. Now I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical way of examining and uncovering issues. Okay, for customers, I'd like to know who are our customers, what do they want, perhaps we are not meeting their needs. For products, I'd like to know what are the types of products we sell and how are they priced. For capabilities, I like to know what are capabilities across the value chain from manufacturing to sales. And then for competitors, I like to know, what is the competitive landscape like? Who are they? Do they have the same issue as us? Here are the answers to your questions. So for customers, historically the company has segmented based on customer size, so small, medium, and large. But several functions, including sales and customer service, have informed us that this segmentation was not actionable. For example, some of the largest customers only needed the most basic features and were frustrated with having to pay more, while some customers in the small and medium segments needed fully featured offerings. For products, we found that many small and medium-sized customers value features such as support services that are only offered to large customers today. For capabilities, we're not aware of any capability gaps in regards to how we deliver our products and services or any people issues. In terms of economic conditions, we're not aware of any such factors. And for the competition, we have learned that the competition is not experiencing these types of issues that we are facing. Okay, here's some market research information that the client just provided. Take a moment to look through. What are your key observations and takeaways? Pause the video for just a few moments and talk out loud what you're seeing here. Now, I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical way of identifying the nuggets. So, price is the most important factor on average. The least important factor on average is tech support. And segment A cares about product performance the most. Segment B cares the most about speed and price. Segment C cares the most about product performance, but also cares highly about price. And then segment D cares the most about price. The client has proposed the following segment-based product offering as shown on the right. They've done market research to validate that price premiums they can charge for each of the segments as denoted in the price index. They've also included their historical price index and segment spend for their old offering. The client wants you to calculate the percent increase in the weighted average price index that they can expect from the old offering to the new offering. So pause the video for just a few moments, write down, and then talk out loud your math calculations. Now, I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical way of doing math. Okay, so in looking at the old offering, I see 100 times 25%, 105 times 25%, 110 times 50%. So I'll just do the weighted average. So that's 25. 105 times 25% is 105 times 1 over 4 equals 52.5 over 2 is about 26. And then 110 times 50%, so over 2 is 55. So 55 plus 25 plus 26 is 6, go to 1, 6, 8, 10, 106. Okay, so now I need to see the same weighted average math for the new offering. So 30 times 100 equals 30. 40 times 115 is 115 times 4 over 10. 10 times 115. Okay, 1.5. Yep. And then 20 times 125 equals 25. So I got the 30 plus, and I got to calculate the math on the, so it's 115 times 4 over 10, which is 115 times 2 over 5, which is 230 over 5, and 5 into 230 goes into 23, 4, 36, 46. Okay, so 30 plus 46 plus 11 plus 25, so that's 6, 7, 12, here the 1, 4, 8, 9, 11, 112. Okay, so now we need to know the percent increase. So it's going to be 6 over 112, or no, 6 over, change over original, 6 over 106 rather, okay, which is 3 over 53, and, okay, 53 goes into 3, 0, 0, put 0, put the 2, 5, 5, carry that down, 3, 5. Okay, so 5.6% increase is what I'm saying. Okay, now let's take a moment to think about some considerations before we launch this segment-based offering. What should the client be thinking about? Pause the video for just a few moments and talk out loud and jot down some of your thoughts. Now, I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical way to generate ideas. Okay, well, we need to make sure that we can deliver on our product and service promises, and we need to make sure that our sales force has the marketing materials needed to make sure that the customers know about our new offerings. And then we need to make sure that this is still a profitable endeavor for us, since we only talked about revenue but not about the cost of these new services. So let's say the VP walks in and wants a quick overview of your findings and recommendations. What would you tell him? Now I'm going to talk through an example of a good, typical recommendation. We believe a new segment-based offering is what is needed, and that appeals to 4 different customer types that we found in the market research. So we believe that this will give us about a 5% increase over the previous model, and as a next step, we need to make sure that we can deliver on our product and service promises, and that our sales force has what they need and can communicate it, and that we will still be profitable under this new model. Now that you finished the case, I want to remind you to comment on this video with your actual responses. I will then reply back and score each of your responses as either good or great. Go ahead and pause the video now so you can see how I would grade you. What you just saw was a realistic example among the top tier consulting firms. The responses that you heard are what I would consider to be good, but not great answers. Unfortunately, these merely good responses will not get you an offer from the top tier consulting firms. Given the intense degree of the competition, only great performance will virtually guarantee an offer. If you were to take away just one thing, it is this fact: the bar to pass is much higher than you think. You need to see and practice what great performance looks like. So to see the same case with a top 1% performance, just go to passthecase.com/great.